Hello, 大家好, it's me Elena. Today, we will talk about Chinese number, part 4. So, firstly, I would like to make a supplement for you. Because one of the students left me a comment in the YouTube, and he wants to know how to say million and billion. So, firstly, let's solve this problem, okay? So actually, million and billion, they can also use the way we learn in the second lesson. Remember? Let's see. Firstly, million. Million. According to the method we've learned in the second lesson, how should we do? First step is, yes, to separate million into two parts, right? So, million equals to 100 multiplied by 10,000, right? So, according to the method, so next step, what should we do? Yes, very good. To omit the multiplication signal and number 1, right? In 10,000. So, and directly say the numbers out, it should be 100万. Read after me. 100万. 100万. Good. It's million, right? So, next one, billion. So, billion, the same. Firstly, we need to separate it into two parts, right? So, the first one is 10 multiplied by, oh, it's a big number, right? Multiplied by 100 million. So, firstly, we need to solve this problem. 100 million is a very big number already, but different from other numbers, it cannot use the same way we've learned in the second lesson. This is also another special number that we must remember it. So, 100 million in Chinese, we call it 1亿. 1亿. Again, 1亿. 1亿. Okay, very good. So, after we learn this 100 million, 1亿, so let's come back to this number, billion. So how about billion? Billion, just now we said it equals to 10 multiplied by 100 million, 1亿, right? So, and according to the method we've learned in the second lesson, so we need to omit what? We need to omit the multiplication signal and the number 1 in 100 million, right? So, and then the last step is to read the numbers out. So, billion should be 10亿. Read after me again. 10亿. 10亿. Very good. Okay, so that's the supplement. Million, 100万. Billion, 10亿. So, if you still want to know how to say trillion, it's already a very big number. And in the daily life, we seldom use it. But if you really want to know it, you can use the way we've learned in the second lesson to separate it. Then you will know, okay? Because it's based on billion, and this one 100 million. So once you know billion, then trillion also you will know it. Okay? Okay, so now let's come to today's main point. In this lesson, you remember what we need to learn? Yes, we need to learn how to say zero, right, in Chinese. So zero, it's a very small number, but why we put it here to talk about it? After this lesson, you will know, okay? So, read after me. Zero in Chinese is 零 back nasals. Pay attention, okay? It's back nasals. 零 零 okay, again 零 零 very good. So after you know 零, what else number we haven't learned yet? Yes, it's about 120 or 202, right? Something like this. So you may also have a question. Why we need to learn this number separately? Why? Also, the answer is after you learn this lesson, you will know the answer. Okay? So firstly, I have a question for you. 120 means what? You will say, oh, it's so easy. A, 120. B, 102. So which one you will choose? I think now you must say very confidently. Yes, I know, it's B. Right? Because according to the way we learn in the second lesson, I can separate it into two parts. 102 equals to 100 plus 2. And I just need to ignore the plus signal and directly say the numbers out. So it's 120. So together 120. Just like the question, right? But what a pity. Of course, if the answer is very easy, I will not ask you here. So actually, the right answer is A. 120 means 120. Why? Then the method here doesn't work, right? So what's the problem? Why it should be like this? Don't worry, I'll tell you step by step. So actually, this is about the way to read zero in Chinese. So you know now? Now I can solve you one question, right? Why we need to put zero in this lesson instead of in the first lesson with those 10 basic numbers, right? Because here, zero plays a very important role in the number. So we need to separate it to explain it. So let's learn step by step. Number 1. When it's a single number, 0 is read 0 is read 0. this one is very easy, right? Just now we learned it. So the second one is in a big number which is more than 3 digits, no matter how many zeros in the middle, we only need to read 0 once. When you see this a long explanation, you may feel very confused and have nothing clear things in your mind, right? But don't worry. Let's see some examples. You see here, first one, just now we've seen it, right? 102 is called 102. Why not 102? Because here it should add 0. 0. See? So, according to the second point, is that a big number which is more than 3 digits. So here, this is the first condition, right? It must be a 3 digits or maybe 4, 5 digits. After all, it's more than 3 digits, And we only need to read 0 once. So here, 102 is a 3 digit, right? And in the middle, only 1 0. So, according to the second point, he also mentioned that no matter how many in the middle, so we only need to read 0 once. So, of course, here we need to say 102 instead of 102. Now you understand why we can say 102 means 102. Okay, so this is the main point in this lesson. The first main point in this lesson, you must remember it. Okay, the second example, 2008. 2008, you see it's a 4-digit number, right? And among them, in the middle, there are 2 zeros. But what? Remember, we only need to read 0 once, right? So it's 2008. 2008. Okay? Instead of 2008. 2008, no. If you say 2008, it means another number instead of 2008. Why? Later you will know. Okay? That will be the second main point in this lesson. Okay, let's see the last example. 30,001. So you see here, 30,001, this is a 5-digit number, right? 5-digit number. But in the middle, there are 3 zeros. But anyway, according to the second point, we've already known that no matter how many zeros in the middle, we only need to read 0 once, right? So this is unchanged. So this you must remember it. So 30,001 is called 3001. 3001. Okay, very good. Now read these examples with me again. Okay? The first one, 102. 102. 102. 2008. 2008. 2008. Okay, the last one, 30,001. 3001. 3001. Very good. Very good. Okay. So now let's come to the third point. In a number with 0, if 0 is at the end, no need to read it. What's this? Again, example. Example will help you for better understanding, right? Here, for example, 30. 30 here, 0 at the end, right? It's a two-digit number and 0 at the end. So we no need to say 30. Instead, we should say 30. 30, right? And here, 120. We should say 120. 120. Right? We will not say 120. No, we don't say like this, right? Why? Because 0 is at the end and we never ever need to read it. Okay? The last one, 4,000. 4,000. The same, right? 0 at the end, so we just need to say 4,000. 4,000. Very good. So these are the 3 points of the way to read 0. You must remember them very well, okay? And now I'm going to talk about the second main point in this lesson. What's this? Remember just now, the question, I gave you the question, 120 means what? I said it means 120. So you may have a question. Just now, I've mentioned 120 is 120. 120. But why I said 120 also means 120? Why? I'll tell you here. This you need to pay attention. Notice there are 2 ways to read a number which is more than 3 digits, and behind the first 2 digits always 0. What does it mean? Here, let's see. The first way is what? Use the way we've learned in the second lesson. For example, here, 120. According to the way we've learned in the second lesson, it should be what? 120 equals to 100 plus 20, right? And finally, we just need to omit the plus signal and directly say the numbers out. So it should be 120, 120, 120, right? The next one is what? Let's see another example, okay? 3,500. The same. Firstly, we need to separate it into 2 parts. It equals to 3,000 plus 500, right? 3,000 plus 500. And then we just need to omit the plus signal and directly to say the numbers out. So it should be 3,500. 3,500, right? This is the first way. We read the numbers which are more than 3 digits and behind the first 2 digits, always 0. You see, here 120, it's a 3-digit number, right? And behind the first 2 digits, always 0, right? And this one the same, 3,500. Behind the first 2 digits, all is 0, right? 2 zeros here. Okay, so let's see the second way. The second way, let's understand it from example. Okay, the second way is what? Like this, 120, we call it 120. 120. Now you understand completely, right? Why I said the answer for the question 120 means what? Is A, 120. So here is the answer. Why? Okay. Let's see the second example. 1,300. 1,300. We say 1,300. 1,300. See? There are 2 zeros behind the first 2 digits. So we also can say 1,300. 1,300. If use the first way to read it, it should be what? 1,300. 1,300. 120 should be 120. 120. Right? So take one more example. For example, this one. 3,500. In the first way, we can say it 3,500. 3,500. But what if we use the second way to say? How will we say it? Yes, it should be 3,500. 3,500. That's it, right? Very easy. 3,500. Okay, the last one. 34,000. 34,000 here. The same. The first 2 behind the first 2 digits, all is 0, right? All is 0. And it's a 5-digit number. So in the second way, we can say it 3,400. 3,400. What if we use the first way to read it? So it should be 3,400, right? 3,400. Okay, so that's it. This is the second main point in this lesson. Now you understand completely, right? Why we need to learn 0 and the numbers like 120, 2008 together in this lesson, because they have a kind of relationship, right? And it will help you to understand it easily. Okay? So let's read these 3 numbers again. Use 2 ways. Okay? For practice. The first one, 120. If use the second way is 120, right? 120. If use the first way is 120. 120. Very good. How about this? 1,300. 1,300. Use the first way to say it. It should be 1,300, right? 1300 1300 but we use the second way to say it. It should be 1300 1300 right? Very good. The last one, 34,000. We use the first way. It should be 34000 34000. If we use the second way to say it, then it should be 34000 34000. Okay? Very good. Now you understand all these numbers, how to read them. Okay. So that's it for this lesson. Thank you for your watching. If you still have any questions, welcome to leave me a comment. Okay, and I would like to help you to solve all the problems. And for more information, welcome to visit our Facebook page or our website. See you next time. 再见。